Go! It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news of this late Thursday night, March 3rd, 2016. Good evening, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. Then at 11 o'clock news of the 9 there. Top straight at 11 o'clock and it's late Thursday night is Republican frontrunners Donald Trump were coming in Thursday with all the momentum in the GOP primary West, suddenly thrown off the defensive in tonight's debate, struggling to fend off attacks by rebel and hard questions from moderators. In Seoul, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un ordered his country to be ready for its use of nuclear weapons at the time and the military to be in preemptive attack mode in the face of growing threats from its enemies, state media said on Friday. Milwaukee, President Obama can issue sweeping executive orders and deploy troops to faraway corners of the world, but it came clear that Thursday that the leader of the free world sometimes takes order from his 14-year-old daughter, as Sasha Obama's high school classes will keep the first family in Washington for a while. Denver, a conservative action activist who served as chairman of the Veterans for Trump Coalition in New Hampshire was one of 14 people charged on Thursday by the Justice Department connected with a showdown over the federal control of grazing. In a boost to the global battle against the Zika virus, Google today announced it is helping them build a mapping platform to help predict outbreaks and $1 million to UNICEF response efforts in Latin America. Caitlyn Jenner said her favorite presidential candidate is Republican Texas Senator Ted Cruz and is willing to be a transitive ambassador for the conservative politician who wants to dismiss the idea that gender open bathrooms as lunacy. Europe's top officials have warned potential economic migrants not to come into the continent, telling them that their journey will be all for nothing. Syrians worried that the ceasefire brokered by the U.S. and Russia may not be in the best interest. The migrant crisis became a critical bargaining chip in the debate over Britain's future membership of the European Union on Thursday, when France warned that Brexit could bring immigration chaos to its neighbors' shores. Mexico City, an indigenous activist in Honduras, will win a prestigious international environmental prize for fighting a dam project despite the French were assassinated on Thursday, in a wartime officials said. Johannesburg, South Africa. Former Paralympic gold medalist Oscar Pistorius may have run out of appeals on Thursday in the 2013 death of his girlfriend and now faces sentence next month. Mitt Romney pleaded with the Republicans to report the presidential candidate of it, and Donald Trump and Mr. Trump swiftly responded. In North Carolina, a white North Carolina officer fatally shot a black man during a struggle when the man pulled a gun from his waistband and then reached toward the officer's weapon, police said Thursday. But Michigan resident Leanne Walters testified at Capitol Hill in Washington as she's at the center of the lead water crisis files lawsuit. The complicated dynamics that were in play in so many past GOP debates have given away to a much simpler question. Can Donald Trump be stopped? Lakewood, Colorado. Federal wildlife officials announced a proposal Thursday to remove grizzly bears from a list of endangered and threatened species of Yellowstone National Park. Milwaukee. President Obama on Thursday announced that his signature health care law has signed into 20 million Americans since its inception 6 years ago. Baton Rouge. 2 new polls released ahead of the Saturday's Louisiana presidential primary showed frontrunners Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are holding commanding leads. Not in the state's highest court, the Supreme Judicial Court upheld Thursday the conviction of a local man who bludgeoned an elderly woman to death in her Quincy over the shock committee to share the proceeds of her estate. Thomas Liley was 20 when the December 2001 slander occurred. He served a life sentence of first degree murder without the Chesterfield. He was convicted in March 2006. Liley was out 34, beat 84-year-old Rita Calabro. With a frying pan. Split $6.5 million to funding from Crosslake Capital, Upfront Ventures, 500 startups, and others. Comparably, today's luncheon and platform and employment and salary information. The world's central banks have been busy as beavers and looking for ways to trigger inflation and put it on stop to do it. Already facing questions about whether this business model is legal. Herbalife suffered another blow Thursday when the company announced it overstated its worldwide growth in customers and distributors. Tokyo Singapore Asia shares look set on Friday to post their strongest week in 5 months as global investors return to risky assets and a string of positive U.S. In Mansfield, a town might revive a plan to place solar panels at a town. Landfill that was now close to power town, building this possibly of our electric customers. Mansfield, Veterans Agent he Thompson will believe his job later this month for a position in Massachusetts Rehabilitation Commission. Foxborough, 3 candidates had taken out papers that are read for 2 school committee seats in the May 2nd annual town election when an issue like you will be participation in Common Core standards. Tokyo's Nikkei index jumped more than 600 points Wednesday, and the yen losing ground in the dollar. St. Petersburg, Florida. General Dynamics Ordnance and Technical System has been attempted to produce a gun barrel for Smith & Wesson pistol being offered by the U.S. Army. The Hubble Space Telescope just calculated the distance of the most far galaxy ever measured, providing scientists with a look deep into the history of the universe. A landmark 2015 report that cast doubt in the results of dozens of published psychological studies that exposed deep division in the field and the certain beyond checking many worker research about it. That front to the others who continue to assist. When astronaut Scott Kelly arrived at Houston on Thursday morning, but he was about 2 inches taller than it was left of the International Space Station a year before, according to NASA representatives. Scientists have believed that they discovered a way to see your immune system to kill cancers. They had developed a method reported in Science Journal found unique markers with a tumor to its Achilles heel that the immune system can target. Regular political longship, the state of Assembly on Thursday approved a package that anti-tobacco bills could have measured that would raise the legal smoking age from 18 to 21 in California, banned the use of electronic cigarettes in restaurants. Brussels, the European Union is expected to extend approval next week for a weed kill ingredient to glyphosate used in many herbicides, including Monsanto's Roundup, despite a dispute between EU and UN. Climate change could kill more than 500,000 adults in 2050 worldwide due to a change in diets and body weight from reduced crop productivity, according to a new report published in The Lancet. Peter Children News, I'm 11:07 on this late Thursday night, and it is time now for a travel report. Let's study up, down and down, where all the highways in Madonna are looking good. Mass parking on the westbound side, a little over the Newton corner. But otherwise, eastern Massachusetts highways are looking good. Interstate 290 and 395 interchange in the mass park gets a little slow. But otherwise, all the highways at Bay State are looking good. All the highways in Connecticut are looking good except for I-84 and eastbound side. A little slow after I-91. Down in New York City. Lions Expressway on the westbound side, a little slow from Queens to Brooklyn. Brooklyn Bridge on the northbound side, it is slow. Brooklyn Battery Tunnel on the southbound side, slow between Lower Manhattan and Brooklyn. 278 on the eastbound side, slow between 478 and the Brooklyn Bridge. And then 278 to the westbound side, it's slow from Route 25 all the way to the Long Expressway. FDR Drive on the southbound side, it is slow from Marlboro all the way up to Midtown Manhattan. Lincoln Tunnel on the eastbound side, it is slow. 95 on the southbound side, it is slow from I-87 into the George Washington Bridge. FDR Drive slow from the George Washington Bridge to Upper Manhattan. I-87 on the northbound side, a little slow over the Yonkers stretch. But otherwise, the thruway is looking good from New York all the way at the Buffalo. Via Syracuse, and the thruway is looking good from Buffalo to Erie on 190 on the southbound side is slow after the Canadian border, Niagara Falls. And up in northern New England highways in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are looking good. MBTA alerts at 11:09. Subway system is looking good. Commuter rail looking good, and on the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Channel News time is now 11:09 on this late Thursday night, and it is time now for a weather report. And looking at the latest radar situation here, and it is and take a look at the radar, and it shows some snow off of the eastern tip of Long Island and west of Block Island. Down the south a little bit, some spotty snow showers from Stamford, Connecticut, stretching down for Austin and Yorktown, and stretching into Northern New Jersey, and down in the northeastern portions of Pennsylvania. And seen a line of snow from southern New Jersey, stretching in southeastern Pennsylvania around the Pottstown, Allentown, and Philadelphia, and then stretching all the way down from Maryland, including the Baltimore, Washington area, down for Delaware, stretching in eastern Virginia, and an extreme northern portion of the North Carolina. We're seeing some rain showers in central and eastern portion of the North Carolina, and some snow around Greensboro, North Carolina, and some snow from Bluefield, West Virginia to Roanoke, Virginia, and some snow around Charleston, West Virginia, and seeing some snow stretching all the way down for Pennsylvania, stretching in the northern area around Cleveland, and stretching in southeastern Michigan around Detroit. And we're going to time to see where the snow is going to be headed. We're seeing a few little snow flurries off the coast. But now 3:30, it's going to be in the New York vicinity by about 3:30, and then creeping down Long Island by about 5:41, and then we could see some patchy bands of snow showers around the Cape Mountains and up into the Cape Mountains around north of Boston. And now a band of snow headed on the Cape Mountains around noontime. And it's going to be on and off snow showers throughout today, tomorrow, as we could get a quarter to an inch of snow in eastern Massachusetts, while the Cape Mountains could get 2 to 4 inches. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For tonight, most of Alaska with a low around 19 degrees, light variable wind. Friday, chances of snow May up to 10 a.m. Clouds got about 34 degrees in northeast, about 5 to 13 miles gust side, 32 miles out, chances 30% no circulation less than 1 inch possible for Friday night. Slight chance of snow before 11 p.m. and most clouds got during the early evening hours. Then gradual climate at lower end 22 degrees and north about 10 and 50 miles gust side, 35 miles out, chances 20%. Saturday, it's going to be increased clouds high about 38 degrees and north at about 5 to 9 miles coming in. Not every afternoon, gust side, 29 miles an hour. For Saturday, it's slight chance of snow after 3 a.m. Most clouds got a little about 25 degrees and common precipitation 20%. Sunday, chance of snow before noon and a slight chance of rain between noon and 1 p.m. Parts of got about 40 degrees and precipitation 30%. Saturday night, most clouds got about 26 degrees. Monday, most of the clouds got about 40 degrees, about 35 degrees. Tuesday, most of the clouds got about 50 to 60, about 42 degrees. And Wednesday, parts of the most clouds got about 60 about 48 degrees. And for Thursday, chance of showers, most clouds will have about 60 degrees and precipitation 30%. Earlier, not it is clear and 24, humidity 75%. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news. It is late Thursday, March 3rd, 2069. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more. Good night with a good 5 day. Good night.